Hey, what's up, guys? This is Todd with Positive Momentum, and I'm gonna channel Jesus, Yeshua of Nazareth. I'm gonna channel his entity, and I'm gonna ask him what he thinks about Donald Trump and the presidential race.
Fraggle Rock.
And I'm gonna ask him what he thinks about Donald Trump and the presidential race. Okay, alright, one second. I have been watching the presidential elections.
Well, dude, that's not how you transition into a good channeling. If anyone remembers Malachi, he was awesome at it. You really knew the difference, but that was a little bit too seamless. Let me find someone who really knows how to do this.
Hi there, my name's Tina Louise Spalding. I am a trance channel, and today I'm going to ask Jesus to come through breaths, and he will come through, and hopefully he will answer those questions. So I will see you at the end of the session. I'm returned to continue the teachings, your interpretation of some of the scriptures.
Rah, fucking no mistake. Not just transition, calm, bed in, combat guns blazing, but we've got an angry Jesus. Angry Jesus! Oh, you've interpreted the teachings. Okay, let's get back to him. Now, advice shared on the showmanship. Let's get back to him.
I have been watching the presidential elections very excitedly because I'm aware that the processes that are happening are leading to the shift in consciousness.
It's a disappointing son, isn't it? His father made the whole earth, animals, the universe, humanity in 6 days and then put his feet up for a day. The son can't even hold a camera still.
And the taking back of power amongst the people. The Bernie Sanders campaign is actually a really good example of people yearning for their power, but not fully stepping into it. I believe that the ongoing liberal movement is stepping into their power, and that some on the conservative movement, as you now know it, are going to be making the shift as well. It appears to many of you that the people that are engaged in the fear won't make the shift, but the fact of the matter is everyone has their own path and their own way to get to the other side. And many of people in your lives that you think are not spiritual at all, that you think have no connection with the divine, are going to be having spiritual awakenings very soon, and in very amazing and quick ways. There are people on this planet who have gone through, we can say, gone through a lot of contrast in order to devise easier ways of tapping into spirituality and the divine and my presence. And most of you who go through a spiritual awakening are going to be in touch with me, Jesus, Yeshua of Nazareth. And
oh wow, I just referred to myself as Jesus. That was kind of trippy. I have to gather my thoughts now. How's that any more trippy than channeling Jesus on a YouTube channel? Let's have a look what the people who actively seek out this kind of thing are saying about it. Positive momentum, 20,000 views, 200 thumbs up, 67 thumbs down. Keep up the good work. Don't let anyone convince you to stop. As long as you remain in love, you will continue to grow. It's actually quite a positive message. I'm going to let the message play out because it is pretty good. But I think it's basically a dude with lots of spiritual thoughts who kind of does this thing of pretending it comes from somewhere else. I think he should just trust his own mojo, really. And my lord, he's not channeling Jesus. Okay, what crap. And here we have positive momentum himself. You don't know nothing, okay? Well, maybe there is a difference between Mr. Positive Momentum and the Jesus character. I'm channeling Jesus. He loves us so much. He is so easy to channel. He is available to us all. If you just ask and feel him, he will speak to you easily. Support from the subscribers. Positive Momentum, this is a demon. Please listen to me. You are being deceived. That's got lots of support as well. And Positive Momentum sent some love. There are two options. You are either channeling a lying spirit that is messing with you, or you are channeling nothing because you are the liar. Perhaps even fooling yourself. But you aren't channeling Jesus. No rationale for that. Just, here's your two options. Plucked out of my ass. Yes, he is not channeling Jesus. It is impossible. Jesus is so much light. Why would he come into a filthy mind, like all of us? Only the purest human being can receive Jesus' light. Actually, from a scriptural perspective, I'd say that's inaccurate, because he was hanging around with tax collectors and whores, wasn't he? And someone said to him, why you hang around with all these low-life scum? And he said, I'm here for the ill, you know. If you're already cured, you don't need me. I'm here for the bad guys, sort of thing. I love the guy who is calling himself Positive Momentum. He's channeling his deepest truth, his higher self, and in that way, I adore what he's saying. Love everyone, it is true. Love is all that matters, and that is the heart that is speaking, his heart and all of our hearts. We're sending prayers of love and light. Why do you think prayer is the gift of the Holy Spirit? There never was Jesus, as we have been taught. See Caesar's Messiah. There are no demons. They are Bible scare tactics. Or he goes around in circles. He gets accused of channeling demons, and then someone says demons don't exist. This is a great community. Why, don't you have an ego? What do you really know about spirit contact? Are you just a Bible buff? You know that saying from the Bible, drop some seeds, some will fall on the path and some will fall on the whatever it is, the baked dry earth, and some will fall into fertile lands. Listen if you have ears. It is funny how he sort of does this thing. Yeah, I'm taking the piss out of him because that's what I do, but the people who came here looking for Jesus just go fucking, it's like a mosh pit. It's like, what, like, fuck your spirituality. There were many Jesuses back then, just as there are in Mexico today. The Jesus we know is a construct for Constantine's new religion. See Antiquity Unveiled and Caesar's Messiah. It's the same guy. Jesus is an ascended master, so why not? The voice of reason. Donald Trump is symbolic of Michael the Archangel trying to fight evil in government and earth. He is human, so mistakes can and will happen, but he is working to help us during this time. He's not working alone, however, and has many from above and one earth that are very able to guide. As President Kennedy said, think not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Not all in this world wants peace and love, so above we have fallen angels, as below we have evil forces. We will never have known when a new president comes in what will happen, but our faith is what we must keep. That's kind of right. Let's see what the Trump support replies are. Insane. Yes you are. What the fuck? Fool's mentality. Trump is your prophesized antichrist. Oh my god. Right. It gets deeper and deeper, from demons to antichrist. Truer words have never been spoken. Now you haven't heard the rest of the message, so this is a little bit unfair, but like I say, I will play it and it's pretty cool. Not true. It's very true. Positive Momentum is a great channeler, a great channeler. His channelings are so true. Can you believe it? The truest information you have ever seen. These words are true. How do you know they are not true? Did Christ himself tell you this? Or did some other person tell you and you believed it? Important and beautiful message, thank you. Wow, I'm surprised at the spiritual atmosphere and vibration feeling I feel when I turn this video on. That's definitely Jesus. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for the message. No, this is very wrong. Yeah, to be who you are and Christ speaks. Christ does not speak independently in someone. This guy does not even speak with anything like the wisdom of the Messiah. This is totally wrong. And God will bring people to judgment who are channeling spirits. This is known as being a medium for spirits. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices a son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is medium or spirits, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Deuteronomy. You know, I'm not surprised there's a Deuteronomy quote about that, because there's one in Revelations as well that basically says mediums have a special place in hell, in the afterlife. Seriously, just something I tried out. There's no requirement for you to believe in it. Take it or leave it. He sort of goes up and down, doesn't he? Do you think he's bipolar? Positive momentum. The message I get is to cease trying to convince others you are right. Cease, I think he means. So replies like this, or sharing this info with people who want to awaken, is a waste of energy. Just spend this time praying and channeling further. As Abraham says, because you would rather be right than to feel good. Doing my best, thank you. You are truly amazing. Love this, thank you. I'm not the label, that's important, it's the message. You know what, I would put a ring round this. That was pretty smart, because, like I say, I'm actually quite moved by the message. Great video, thanks. Thank you for the video. Dude, this does not sound like Christ. You are preaching a false gospel. You know it and I know it. If you think this is a message from Christ, you are sadly mistaken. This is a message of the devil and his minions. I definitely don't think it came from any sort of evil entity. It was a very warm, joyous entity or sensation. The true Jesus is not one of the Bibles. It's that religious, twisted story. Anyway, to you who channeled this, thank you for this divine message. Finally, a comment from someone who gets it. Wow, I won't click that. Richly 70, thank you for sharing your heart with us. With all due respect and I'd love you to say, may I ask a question? How do any of us know what Jesus sounded like? All we know is the cut and paste versions that have been presented to us through the Council of Nicaea. The message that may not be from Jesus but is full of love and acceptance. If that resonates with any of us, then we appreciate it. If it does not, then it is wise to let it go. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the something and snow. Do you know what Christ is supposed to sound like? You know what, the Jesus in these channeling videos is very au fait with modern dialect. I have noticed that. There are different types of channeling, not direct voice like Leslie Flint did. It's more like the spirit is putting the thoughts into his head and then he speaks them. All became clear. People have been trying to fit Christ into a religious box, and if it doesn't conform to them, it's not Christ. While you're at it, go file a copyright on ownership of Jesus Christ. You have not a clue as to what Christ has. He does not claim to be preaching a gospel. Your mind has been clouded by the Bible. There is no devil. He and the demons are just scare tactics. That's Cosmon again. He's sort of actively trolling, I think. He's reading from somewhere. Thank you. Oh my god, I would say it goes on and on, but it doesn't. There's not that many comments here. I'm sorry, but this is not real Yeshua. Jesus goes by Yeshua Ben Joseph, not Jesus of Nazareth. Like you're on speaking terms with him. No, that's not what he calls himself. Oh, wait. Where did you last chat to him? Pamela Aaron channels Yeshua for real. Oh, right, she's got her own little hero. You know it by his words. This person may have good intentions, but is being tricked by a being pretending to be Jesus. These are not his words. Oh, God. I feel in my knowingness that you are channeling and or truly just expressing your higher self's loving thoughts. You're in the flow. Then you come back down vibrationally when you feel the need to justify an answer to those who comment negatively to your videos. If you are truly confident in your channeling abilities, you wouldn't even waste time on that. For me personally, that's what makes me move on to other channelers. May you continue to grow in your confidence in communicating higher and higher frequencies. It's like a sort of channeling addict. I've got my favourite channelers, and I can critique you because I've seen so many of them. Wow. Trump is not showing love of numerous people. He isn't racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, or anything else. Even if he was, you should still love him. I'd like to hear why you think he doesn't like a certain group of people. I'm certain I could counter it and explain what he meant. I used to believe was evil and stupid as well, but once I actually began listening to what he has to say and realised just how much of a benefactor he is, I stepped into a clearer light. Thank you for the nice things you said about my president. Whoops, I mean our president. But Steve Bannon, he's a cabinet, works for Breitbart News, and he's a white nationalist. Yes, he is. People who don't think Trump cares with a big heart about playing fair and following the rules, given equal opportunity, usually give a vibe of not knowing how corrupt everyone else has been before him and against him. Just saying, have a good day. Donald Trump is racist, bigoted liar. He's currently separating babies from their mothers at the border. People seek legitimate refugee status. He is an admitted sexual assaulter who lies every time he opens his mouth. 3,000 lies and counting. Trump supported a paedophile to get through a Senate vote and is attempting to destroy democratic institutions because he cannot control them. He is antithesis, everything Jesus stands for. Hence we knew this dude is not channeling Jesus. That had a kind of logic to it, I suppose. Alright, here it comes. You want to hear the rest of it? The ums and ahs and modern dialect Jesus coming right up.
When you see someone like Donald Trump on your news, I prefer you to just consider your part and your reaction to it. Embrace your reaction to it and follow the emotions inward. And those will lead you to the realization of love within your hearts, and the realization really of me within your hearts. And I carry around the vibration of love, and I love all of you so much. And I walk in pure love of all of you, in awe. And I love the earth and Gaia. And the new earth shall be called Gaia. And all spiritual awakening will be the norm, as you would probably say. Your presidential election is nothing to worry about. Neither is this person Donald Trump. You can embrace Donald Trump and in fact love him. Love him. Because that's what he seeks truly, is to be loved. And that's what all of you are seeking truly, is to be loved. And you are loved more than you can understand. From your human perspective. Really start questioning your human perspective. You know, even on things that you think are very important to you now, think about the humanity of them. Think about the futility in a lot of your thoughts. Whenever a thought makes you feel bad, understand that that's leading you, that's telling you that it's bad. Embrace your feelings and take back your power. And your power isn't in your president. Your power isn't in your politician. Your power is in your now and yourself. Hear this. You have the power of now within you. You have the power of God within you. You have the power to manifest your heart's desire. And your heart's desire is what is keeping you well and here on this planet, this beautiful planet. And your desire is ongoing. And your desire is to be fulfilled. And loving is your desire. Connect with your love, your joy. Feel joy. Joy, let joy guide your life. And if you must watch the news and stuff about the Great Britain leaving the EU is a perfectly fine thing. There's nothing wrong with any of the news. It's just simply your perception. Take back your ability to perceive and to have full awareness. Fear not anything. Fear is only your not lack of love, and love is abundant for you. Wellness is abundant for you. Money is no longer really such a big deal. You have so much resources available to you. Avail yourself to the resources. Start watching more YouTube videos. Start singing more, start eating healthier foods and loving yourself and loving others. And love Donald Trump. Love this man. For he is also one of you, and he shall also be yielded the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, it's about time I had something inspirational on the channel. But it has to come from a fucking idiot who's channeling Jesus. It was pretty good. I mean, he's right in the sense if he wants to represent the Jesus teachings, then you should love Donald Trump. But there's always that awkward thing of like, okay, yeah, you gotta love Donald Trump. How? I think there's another mechanism. There's something sort of lost in the teaching, isn't there? It's like, well, there's no how there. It seems like there's another step. You'd go, okay, I'm a regular person, I'm full of shit, we have to fight every now and again, that's it. But you'd think there would be some sort of transformation process, you come out the other side of it and naturally love Donald Trump, rather than sort of not go through anything and go, oh right, I can force myself to love Donald Trump for a higher good. I don't think there's something sort of insincere about that, isn't it? It's not very genuine. But yeah, there we go. He is an idiot, but he kind of saved himself, I think, at the end there. It came out pretty good. Yeah, be responsible for your own vibration. Fairly standard, but it's almost refreshing to hear somebody coming from the Christian angle saying something as blanket loving as that. I brought back my little golden gavel man. He's sort of like an avatar now, sort of, because I've lost my studio. I don't have the green screen, and I don't have my microphone. You can probably tell that. We'll get those things back, I think, but in the meantime, I'll do a little bit of... I call him Oscar, because he looks like he is an Oscar that sort of came to life and grabbed a big hammer. Oh my god! Terrifying! Terrifying! Wouldn't you shit yourself at that little pup? Oh my god! This is what they treated us like in the 80s. The fucking kids were brutalised. Because of the fucking little puppet in the monster's hand. Oh my god, I'm on the trap. Fuck me. Fuck me, he's fucked. He's gonna die. Just fucking ribs and guts everywhere. Oh my god, that's in the opening.